All right, you haven't used your body in a while. This thing is tight. We got no energy. We got to start moving, but first step is opening it up. This is one of 5 days I'm gonna make you to just start opening up that body. So let's first just come right to our back. And lay here. Now you might find that if your legs are flat, it's a little hard on the back. There's a little bit of a prominent arch maybe, and maybe this is actually a little more comfortable for you. So we're gonna take a whole minute and just chill and let our back rest. Let the adjustments happen, right? Now as we start this little journey to flexibility, this is where the energy is going to come from first. This is why programs and working out and movement start with flexibility. We got to open it up first. We got to prevent injury. We got to get that first wave of energy here, right? And that comes from when we start opening up the body. As it gets a little flexibility, our energy goes up. We get more access to muscle, we get more energy. We'll be here for another 10 seconds. Now remember, as we go through the stretches today, a lot of these simple things, they're gonna be challenging. So, if you need to come out of it, or if you need to adjust, go for it. We're all in different bodies, and we're starting from somewhere different. We go into butterfly pose. This is when the bottom of our feet come together, our knees open up, and we could even interlace the fingers behind our head. Now you can sit like here in a static, or maybe it feels a little bit better to give a little motion to it. I like to give a little motion to it. At least this morning. Give this a minute as well. The bodies are fragile when we first start, and usually what happens is we come into a program, we want to do good, we overdo it, we get hurt, we get off said program, and we give it a try next year or a couple years after. This one is going to be different. We're starting from where you're at. Ten more seconds. Three, two, one. We bring the knees together. Now the feet are gonna stack, so the feet stay on each other as we go to the side. And that's what we're gonna do. So feet stack, arms go out, palms are up, legs go out, and we look away from the knees as they go left. Let that relax, if it even can. And if it's intense, pull it back a little bit. We alternate to the other side. Feet still stay stacked. Head turns the other way. We alternate again. First way again, feet stay stacked, head turns the opposing way of the knees. Let's let some air out. And to the other side one more time, letting the air out. And let's shake that off. We could either come flat to the mat, or if that's still a little uncomfortable, we can just keep the knees bent. Whatever works for you. Give that a little shake off. Very nice, very nice. And now let's bring one knee back. Now you might find it hard to grab the knee. You can't grab the knee. You could also grab under the knee, and we're just gonna hold back. And what we really wanna get to, and what you will get to, is right here. I'm feeling good. But this could look like a bunch of different things. We could barely be grabbing it. We could be grabbing it with one hand under the knees or whatever. We might not be able to reach this. That's okay. Do what you can to be as close to this as possible. We'll be switching in about 10 seconds. And we switch. And we switch. And we switch. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's come to tabletop. We'll come right here. And we're gonna start into these comfortable movements. You're gonna like these. So knees are together, feet are together, and my hips go right as I look left. It's like I'm trying to spot my tail. And then my tail goes left and I look right, like I'm trying to spot my tail. Now you see how I let that air out as I turn. It's because when that air leaves the lungs, the body reaches another level of relaxation, right? And we're not going too much for the stretch. We don't need to fight our bodies. We just need to bring it to the point of resistance and go the other way. Point of resistance and then go the other way. There we go. Opening up the backs. There's a certain muscles we're all going to be starting off with. If we've been inactive, or we're just inactive people and we're just getting into this, there's just certain things that are all going to be tight on all of us, and that's what we're tackling during this 5 days. Opening up, giving you a nice little taste for the Good2Go body training program and how the first few weeks go in it. So you can do these 5 days, hit the 15-minute openers, and if you see and feel the result that you're going to feel, you can look at the Good2Go body training program. Give that a serious thought, all right? But for right now, let's concentrate on these 5 days and getting the body open and a good reaction from it. So now, we're gonna come back to sitting on the heels. But if you're 101 and just starting, this might be really hard. It's gonna be really difficult. So, if we can't sit on the heels, we come back to where we can. Maybe we feel a little resistance right here. Ooh, that's about all we can do. Well, then we come forward. And we come back to that. Maybe that's all we can do. And then we come forward. And what I mean by all we can do is I mean like we don't want to go to discomfort. This shouldn't hurt. This should feel good. We're opening up the muscles. We're waking them up. So we come forward. We come back. We come forward. We come back. As it starts to loosen up, then you can sit up. But come forward a lot. Come out of it a lot, okay? Comfort is key. Consistency, not intensity is what we're doing here. So we're going to be right here. And if you can sit on these heels with ease, then you can open up the neck. But I'm guessing you probably can't open up these knees with ease. So we come forward, back to where it's comfortable. We come forward, back to where it's comfortable. Forward, back to where it's comfortable. And that many times. Let's do this for about another 15 seconds. Go, getting these quads open, getting these knees open. You're out, you're into a comfortable spot. You're out, you're into a comfortable spot. Where you're just sitting on the heels and opening the neck. 10, 9, 8. 2, and 1. Excellent. We're going to go into cat-cow. You've seen this in yoga, and one of the reasons we're doing this is the back's always stiff, right? If we're Coming from square one, then our back is stiff. And we're gonna go into cat-cow next. So the hands are directly under the shoulders. We don't want them wide. We don't want them up. We want those palms directly under the shoulders and those knees directly under the hips. And then we're good. We breathe out for cat. The shoulder blades go up. My chin comes to my chest. And then my hips move towards my forehead. That's cat. We breathe out. We go into cow. That's when we drop our belly button to the mat and look up. We breathe in. And out for cat. In for cow. As you just start, you're going to feel like my spine doesn't move like that. I can't arch it. I can't bend it. That's fine. Practice. It's been a long time since it's done it. And it doesn't know what you're trying to do yet. So we're going to give it its movement back slowly and comfortably. So if you're having trouble with this move and you feel like those vertebrae just aren't even moving, welcome to the right opening program. You're in the right line. Keep it going, another 15 seconds. One more cat, one more cow. Here's my cow. That's my cat. Excellent, excellent. We're gonna come into sitting on our butt and we're gonna reach for those hamstrings a bit. Now these can be tight and you could already be leaning back right here. I can't reach for my toes. Are you crazy, Jason? They're all the way down there. That's all right, you're in the right spot. Welcome to the right class. So once we feel those engage, maybe they want to bend, maybe we don't even feel it at the hamstrings, but we can position ourselves with comfort, right? And we can come forward with the head, and if we feel the hamstrings opening right there, then that's where we are. Maybe we feel like adjusting to one hand. Or maybe we're 90 degrees, but we gotta maybe put one hand back every now and then and come out of it. I want us to be comfortable. We're just going for the move. This does not have to look perfect, and most likely this is gonna be one of your tightest muscles on your body, this hamstring, this lower back. So I want you to be in a comfortable position. If your hands are back right here, you can come a little forward and come out, much like when we were sitting on the heels, right? We can come out, come in, come out, come in, come out. That might be where we're starting. Totally fine, totally fine. And if these are more open, you can go forward, you can hang out. But right now we're in comfort zone. That feels comfortable. That feels comfortable. And that's where we want to be checking in on. I'm going to be right here, leaning a little forward. I'll put a little rock to it. You're at where you're at. 101, opening a nice first week. This is a first week of 15 minutes, 5 days, right? And I made them 15 minutes long on purpose. I want you, will you see an effect from doing this in the morning, 15 minutes, or at night, 15 minutes? Yes, you'll see a difference after these 5 days. You'll feel a difference, you'll see a difference. But will you see and feel a huge difference if you do 15 minutes, this video 15 minutes in the morning, and then that same video 15 minutes at night? That's what I want you to do. I want you to do this video in the morning, I want you to do this video in the evening, and then the next video. And all 5 videos like that. If you can only hit them once, that's okay, you will feel the effect. But if you want to go for it, and I suggest you do, hit these twice a day. We're going to stay very basic through these stretches this week. Let's bring one back if we can. Now this might be really tight, real tight. You might be all the way over here making this happen. That's okay. Let me show you from the other side. I want to pull this back and I want to be right here. Okay, but this might look like this right now, and that's okay. So we're gonna come one here. We're gonna give it a nice little 15 seconds, and we'll go to the next side. Now, if you can do this, fine, go for it. And we switch sides. If you can do this and it's right here and you can lean forward, go for it. Maybe some of us, probably not most of us. So make this as comfortable as you can. We got another 15 seconds right here. 5, 4, as best as you can. 3, 2, 1. All right. 100 to 128 ounces of water, most likely 128. If you're 100 ounces, you're a small person. 128 ounces of water. This video, this morning, preferably even tonight. If you want to do it once, fine, you'll see an effect after these 5 days. If you do it twice, you'll exceed. Have that water, get that sleep. I'll meet you here tomorrow. Have a good one.